Not sure if you can tell right now, but I'm pretty happy right now. Want to know why? Just a few hours ago, my primary computer, the one I use every day, yeah, forget it, it got a new neighbor. This is an Omni Tech. Well, actually, it doesn't really have a model because basically what Omni Tech used to do, they used to do what Dell did back in the 80s, where basically they would make like a custom-made computer, and then they would put it in a generic case. See, it's got the Omni Tech logo, Pentium sticker, Intel inside, Pentium processor. Power button, I don't exactly know what this button is for. Maybe it's a reboot button. 1.44 megabyte floppy drive. As far as I can tell, it does work, although I don't have any floppies to test it with. 24X Max CD-ROM drive. Has a headphone jack, although that's not really gonna do anything. Trust me, I tried it. Has a little volume control on it. It has this metal base on it, and you could tell by these foam pads, or rubber, should I say, that it was meant to be laid down horizontally, but there's not enough space on my desk for that, so I couldn't do it that way. Take a look at the back. Right here it has an AT power supply right here. I'll tell you what that's about later in the video. Power cable, a couple USB 1.0, 1.1, I can't remember which one it was. Audio cable, that's going to these speakers right there. And this VGA port is actually not integrated. It's actually using an Nvidia VGA card, and it actually works pretty well, honestly. Anyway, I bought this off of eBay for about $100. The computer itself was like $72. Shipping was about $26. Pretty pricey, but I mean, yeah, pretty pricey, and people have said it was a waste of money, but I mean, you know, it works for what I wanted it to work for. Anyway, let's power this thing on. You have to hold the power button for like a second or two for it to power up. See if you can get the hard drive spinning up. Let's enter the BIOS utility so I could show you some of the information on it. Takes a while, obviously. You probably already see right there. Oh, there you go. There's the BIOS version. This thing is running a Pentium II at 350 megahertz, 512 kilobytes of cache RAM, 128 megabytes, of RAM. And, that's actually the correct time. I thought the CMOS battery was dead on it. Anyway, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I need to change this. Hold on a minute. I need to change a few things. Hold on a minute. Yeah, there you go. I just had to fix a few things. Anyway, exit the BIOS. By the way, this thing is running Windows 2000 Professional Service Pack 4. Pretty good, actually, as I love Windows 2000. You know, it should start up in a minute. I fixed the resolution on the OS because this monitor kept on having auto adjustment issues for it, but anyway, it seems to be working now, and now it's got to do a little self-check. It shouldn't take too long. It's only got a little bit of RAM. I'll take a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, but a minute or two. Oh, yep, there it goes. Heard it beep. It should... Starting Windows. Yeah, I fixed the resolution on it. It doesn't seem to be having adjustment issues anymore, but... Yeah, there you go. Windows logo. Or the old Windows logo. Microsoft Windows 2000 Professional. Built on NT technology. 1985 to 1999. Microsoft Corporation. And just sit there and wait for it to boot up. It surprisingly doesn't take too long, honestly. Oh yeah, just some little extra info. The hard drive on this thing is 6.4 gigs, which is pretty decent, actually. And it has an onboard crystal sound card. At least that's what I recall reading on the eBay listing. And the sound does work, in fact. You can see it's getting ready to pull up the login screen. Windows is starting up. Type in my password. Here comes the startup. Well, only one speaker came in. It's weird. Anyway, close that out. So yeah, I already have a game or two installed on it. Here's Rayman, because like I said, I used Rayman to test out the CD drive. And, oh yeah, there it goes. I just capture a little bit of gameplay. Sorry, I have to kind of set my camera like this. I know it's weird, but that's how it has to get done right now. It doesn't have any sound because I didn't... Of course, it didn't come with a MIDI card, but I'm going to try to get a hold of a Sound Blaster 16 for it. Because I really want to check the sound on this thing. Done loading. And you can see here, it runs really smoothly, actually. Little funny story about this. I tried installing this on my computer. Of course, Windows 10 didn't like it. I tried installing it through a Windows 98 virtual machine. It ran unplayably fast. I mean, I'm not kidding. And that's why I wanted to buy a computer to play this stuff. Because obviously it won't run on my computer, and running it through a virtual machine just causes trouble. Anyway, you can see it's running pretty smooth, 60 frames per second. Not bad. As the maximum processor you need is a Pentium. This is a Pentium II it's running. Anyway. Quit the game. Yes. It said return to DOS. Aside from that, the only other games I have are a few DOS games right here. They all run fine, except, of course, no MIDI card means that all the sounds are just little 8-bit chip sounds that come from the PC speaker. Kind of quiet. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to get a hold of a MIDI card for this thing. Maybe I'll make a video about it if I do. But anyway, hold on, here's the properties. Microsoft Windows 2000 Service Pack 4. AT/AT compatible, you can see right there. Exit that. Shut down. Windows is shutting down, and then you'll see it'll flash for a minute, and it is now safe to turn off your computer. And basically, what the deal with that is, older AT computer systems, they basically, whenever you shut the OS down, they couldn't turn themselves off. So if you had an AT computer back in the day and you click shut down on Windows 95, 90, 98, etc., it would, after shutting down, it would blink and come up with this message. It is now safe to turn off your computer. And basically what you would do is go down to your power button and shut it off. Oh yeah, by the way, just a little tip. Don't shut it down before it says it's safe because otherwise it's gonna have to run the scan disk whenever you start it up because it thinks the hard drive had an issue. But anyway, thank you guys for watching and goodbye.